listening to Utah Senior Solutions, a show designed to make the lives of seniors easier on Talk Radio 105.7 FM, 570 AM.
Okay, Dennis Rowley back here with Senior Solutions Utah, and we're the purpose of our show. What we're trying to do is we realize there is a huge information gap between what seniors and family members of seniors, caregivers, should know about helping seniors and what they actually do know. And we're here trying to bridge that gap a little bit. We know that there is a lot of misinformation out there. There is a lot of lack of information. People just don't know what is available for seniors. They don't know that there is home care, there is private care, there is skilled nursing care, there is hospice care. There is home health care. Those are all things that can happen in the home. There are also house call doctors that will come out and make house calls. And you heard in our last segment, Dr. Keith Castleton, who is a mobile optometrist, comes out to your home and will actually give you an eye exam, or your mom or your dad or you, family members, an eye exam in the home. That is a full-scale eye exam, including checking for glaucoma and cataracts, as well as you walk out of there with a prescription for eyeglasses. So we're really trying our best here to try and educate people that there are things out there that will make seniors' lives better. And that's the goal of our show. That's what we want to do. That's how we want to do it. And what we're going to be talking about in our final segment here today is talking about the number one concern of seniors, and that is running out of money. There are a lot of good financial planners out there. There are a lot of other help. But one of the most misunderstood aspects of helping seniors with finances is the reverse mortgage. There's a lot of bad information about reverse mortgages. Am I going to lose my home? What happens when I owe more than my mortgage? Did they just come and take my house? We're going to be talking with Carlo Sanchez, and Carlo is a reverse mortgage broker. So, Carlo, I think I did just misspeak. I think you're not a broker. You are a senior mortgage consultant. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So, Carlo, I think today you wanted to talk a little bit about the three biggest misconceptions about reverse mortgage. Is that right?
Yes, I do want to talk about them because they do need to be cleared up with people.
What is the number one?
Okay, I'll tell you, Dennis, the number one misconception about a reverse mortgage is people think they're going to lose their house, and they're not going to lose their house. The system is set up that they will not lose their house. You can sell the house if you want to, and in fact, Dennis, the average length of time that a person actually has a reverse mortgage nationwide, statistically, is only 5 years. They don't have these loans for like 10, 20, 30 years.
Okay, can you say that's important to hear? I wasn't aware of that. What is that again? Will you say that again, Carlo?
Statistically speaking, a reverse mortgage nationwide, a person only has a reverse mortgage for 5 years. They don't have these for 10, 20, 30 years. They only have them for 5 years.
And that's not because after 5 years they come and take away your house.
Yeah, they don't come and take away your house. They definitely don't do that. People will sell their house, or they'll refinance out of them and do something else with the house on them. They don't keep these loans for a long time.
Okay. All right. So that's number one, is that you're not going to lose your house. What's number two?
Mm-hmm. Number two is that people believe you have to make payments with the reverse mortgage. Now, that kind of sounds strange, and the answer to that is kind of yes, kind of no, because you can get a house set up where you don't have to make payments, but no matter what happens with you do have to pay your taxes and insurance, okay? So it's a payment that goes to other people. You still have to pay for those, but you can set those up on payments just like you do now with your current mortgage lenders that you have now, servicing agents you have now.
If they're not making the mortgage payments, who does?
Well, that's what a reverse mortgage does, is you get paid the money, okay, up front, and then what it does is essentially adds on to your principal. That's why they call it a home equity conversion mortgage, and a reverse mortgage. It's taking the equity on your house on there, just adding that principal into it each month.
Okay, so basically it's the equity that is paying for the mortgage. Is that right?
Correct, exactly, and that's why you need to have equity in the house in order for you to get a reverse mortgages. And there's a whole formula that HUD has set up for them.
Okay. Now, Carl, there's the other part of this is that first of all, you're not going to lose your house. Second of all, you don't have to make payments. That's taken care of for you. And what's the third one?
Okay, the third one, Dennis, would be that you can get money out of your house, like honestly, a big lump sum of money. But what happens is you only get half that money at first, and then a year later you get the other half. It's set up as kind of like a second mortgage, and that part of the monies that are attributed to you, you actually can make money on them because you don't get access to it for 1 year, and at the rate that you sign your note on, that's how much money you'll be earning on it. That interest rate you'll be earning on it. So, for instance, if you got a $100,000 home equity line of credit on there, they give you $50,000 up front. That other $50,000 you cannot access for 1 year. You'll be earning probably 4.75% interest on that money. So you can actually make money on a reverse mortgage. So
that's important to know too, that you actually can set up a line of credit that you don't have to access the money unless you want it or need it.
Exactly. That's exactly it. It's a line of credit that's going to earn money, unlike any other type of line of credit. And you're actually earning some pretty decent money. This would be 4.75, maybe 5%, depending on, which program you end up, signing up for.
That's a good interest rate. That's an interest rate of many years ago.
Right, exactly.
Okay, Carlos, how can people reach you?
Okay, the easiest way to reach me is just call me. My phone number is 801-971-6901. Again, 801-971-6901. Or simply go to my website. It's called UtahLendingPro.com, and you can access me or contact me through my website.
Okay. And Carlo, now give me just a kind of the people are a little afraid of not knowing exactly how these things are going to work. So if they do contact you, give me like real quickly, the first 3 steps.
Okay, so what they'll do is they'll contact me, just kind of find out what they're looking to do, kind of their end plan. Second thing is, before any mortgages goes forward, the borrower has to do a counseling session with HUD, okay? And that's when I tell them, get all decision makers. If it's just, the 2 borrowers, husband and wife, great. If there's going to be kids involved, great. Everybody needs to go to that counseling session. They have to do the counseling session before we move forward because those questions have to be answered. And then once that counseling session gets done, it only takes about an hour, then I move forward with the loan. And it's actually really simple from that point forward.
That's great, Carlo. I do appreciate you being here with us today. Give us the website and the phone number one more time. Okay,
my phone number again is 801-971-6901. And my website is just UtahLendingPro.com. And UtahLendingPro.com.
Great. Hey, thank you so much, Carlo.
Great. Thanks, Dennis. You have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too. Now, if you didn't get that number, you can always contact us. You can contact us at 844-981-0099. That is our toll-free number. Again, that's 844-981-0099. Or you can email me, Dennis, at GoldenTVUtah.com. Again, that's Dennis at GoldenTVUtah.com. The purpose for why we're here, for what we want to do, is we want to make seniors' lives better. We want to make sure that you as a family member or you as a senior, as a retired adult, we want to make sure that you get the most out of your life. These golden years that we've all heard about sometimes aren't always so golden, and the reason is we're just not aware of all of the things that are out there that could really help us. I mentioned right at the beginning of the show that my mom took care of my dad until her heart gave out. And that's really what prompted me to do this radio and the TV show, is that but we really wanted to help people. And if you've got any questions at all about any kind of senior services, contact us at 844-981-0099 or email me, Dennis at goldentvutah.com. That's Dennis at goldentvutah.com. This has been Senior Solutions Utah Radio on Talk Radio 105.7 FM, 570 AM.
You've been listening to Utah Senior Solutions, a weekly program designed to help make the lives of seniors and their caregivers easier. We invite you to listen again next Saturday afternoon at 2 for Utah Senior Solutions on Talk Radio 105.7 FM, 570 AM.